And welcome back to our online class. How are you all? Hope you all have started studying for FA1 exams, which are from Monday. Only one lesson we have. Do it very well. Okay, all the best. Thank you. And we'll start our class, which we were doing the lesson Dear Departed Part 1. Dear Departed, in this story, we have two sisters, Mrs. Slater and Mrs. Henry, right? Who quarreled long back, but still they came because their father died. They think he died. They came for their property. They don't love each other. They don't love their father, but they came for some insurance money or property, their share of property, just for money and jewelry and all. So what happened in this story? Victoria, that's Grandpa's clock. Mrs. Slater, be quiet. It's ours now. Come, Henry, lift your end. Henry and Mrs. Slater, very hot and flushed, stagger in with a pretty old-fashioned bureau. She likes that bureau and they kept it down. Containing a locked desk. They put it where the chest of drawers was and straightened the ornaments, etc. There is a knock at the door. The knocking is repeated. Someone came. Victoria ushers in Ben and Jordan came. The latter is stout, composite woman with an irritating air of being always right. She is wearing an outfit of new mourning. There is a dress when someone dies. Where the Hindus wear white. In Muslims there is no such dress. In Christians also something white gown or long dress is there. They just purchased it, both of them, Ben and Mrs. Jordan, and new one they wore and came here. Ben is also in a complete new mourning. It's not necessary it should be new, but it's the story. Maybe they don't have, so they took it new and came here, wore it and came here. He's rather a jolly little man, but at present trying to adapt himself to the regrettable occasion. Mrs. Jordan sails into the room and solemnly goes straight to the Mrs. Slater and kisses her. The men shake hands. They greet each other. How are they? Hi, hello. Mrs. Jordan. Well, Amelia, so he is gone at last. Mrs. Slater. Yes, he is gone. He was 72 a fortnight last Sunday. Both sisters are talking that father expired. He was last night 72 last week. She sniffs back a tear. She's trying to cry, show her sadness. Ben cheerfully. Now, Amelia, you mustn't give way. We all got to die sometime or the other. Now you don't start your crying drama activity and all. Everyone knows one or the other day. All have to die. Mrs. Jordan. And now perhaps you will tell us all about it. What happened and how all last night. What happened to father? Mrs. Slater. Father has been merry this morning. He was happy. Merry means happy. He went out soon after breakfast to pay his insurance. Ben, my word. It's a good thing he did. He's happy that he paid the insurance. Mrs. Jordan, he always was a thoughtful in that way. He was a disciplined old man. He was too honorable to have gone without paying his premium. And when I came in, I found him undressed, sure enough, and snug in the bed. Mrs. Slater, and when we had finished dinner, I thought I would take up a bit of something on a tray. Now, Mrs. Slater is telling that their father did not eat food, so she took it on the tray and went upstairs. But he did not eat it. He was asleep and he was cold, quite cold. A pause. They wipe their eyes and sniff back tears. Mrs. Slater, rising briskly, fast, at length, in a business-like tone. Well, will you go up and look at him now, or shall we have tea? Mrs. Slater is asking her sister, will you go and see your father, or shall we have tea first? So Jordan is telling, what do you say, Ben? Ben, I am not particular. I don't want to say anything. So Jordan's surveying the table, like just looking on the table. She understands. Well then, if the kettle's ready, we may as well have the tea first. First we'll drink the tea. So Mrs. Slater puts the kettle on the fire. They want to drink tea first and gets the tea ready. One thing we may all as well decide now is the announcement in the papers. We'll put in the newspapers and all know that father has died. Mrs. Jordan, I was thinking of that. What would you put a pause? Mrs. Jordan, well, we'll think about it after the tea. Let's talk about tea first. They're interested in tea more. And then we'll look through his bits of things and make a list of them. They are all for the furniture in his room. Henry, there's no jewelry or valuable of that sort. They are greedy daughters. That father doesn't have any jewelry or precious things to look into, but the furniture only in his room. We have to make a list of it, and they want to divide it, both of them. Henry, there's no jewelry or valuable of that sort. Mrs. Jordan, except his gold watch, he promised that to our Jimmy. This is Jordan's son. Mrs. Slater promised your Jimmy. She gets angry. I never heard of that. Mrs. Jordan, oh, but he did. He already gave it to him. Amelia, when he was living with us, he was very fond of Jimmy. Mrs. Slater was, well, amazed. She was shocked. I don't know. Ben, anyhow, there's his insurance money. Okay, leave the watch. Like, we'll talk something more about insurance money. Big money, right? Have you got the receipt for the premium he paid this morning? Mrs. Slater, I have not seen it. Victoria jumps up from the sofa and comes behind the table. Victoria, mother, I don't think Grandpa went to pay his insurance this morning. Mrs. Slater, he went out. Victoria, yes, but he didn't go into the town. The girl says Grandpa did not go to pay the insurance. He met old Mr. Tattersall down the street and they went off past St. Philip's Church. He went to church. Ben says, do you think he hasn't paid it? Was it overdue? Now they are very worried about money only. Mrs. Slater, I should think it was due. Mrs. Jordan, sometimes something tells me he has not paid it. Ben says, the drunken old beggar, to his father-in-law. Mrs. Jordan, he has done it on purpose, just to annoy us. Mrs. Slater, after all I have done for him, having to put up with him in the house these 3 years, it's nothing short of swelling. How they are telling their fathers, just see it, their daughters. Mrs. Slater is telling, I lived with him for 3 years. Mrs. Jordan, I had to put up with him for 5 years. So this daughter says, I lived with 5 years with him. Mrs. Slater, and you were trying to turn him over to us all the time. Henry, but we don't know for certain that he has paid this premium or no. We have to make it sure. Mrs. Slater says his daughter, Victoria, run upstairs and bring the bunch of keys which Grandpa has on his dressing table. The girl doesn't want to go, timidly, shyly, means Victoria timidly. In Grandpa's room? Mrs. Slater, yes. So what do Victoria says? I don't like it. She doesn't want to do it. Mrs. Slater, don't talk so silly. There's no one who can hurt you. Go and bring it fast. What the girl shows that Grandpa is coming down the stairs. In this, he rises and examines it. Mrs. Jordan also rising. Where did you pick that up, Amelia? It's new since I was here. They examine it closely. Something new is there. So Mrs. Slater, oh, Henry picked it up one day. Victoria returns, very scared. She closes the door after her. Victoria starts shouting, Mother, Mother. When we are shocked, we keep on shouting, isn't it? Mrs. Slater, what is it, child? Victoria, Grandpa's getting up. Ben, what? Mrs. Slater, what do you say? Victoria, Grandpa's getting up. Mrs. Jordan, the child's crazy. Mrs. Slater, don't talk so silly, ma. Don't you know Grandpa is dead? Victoria says, no. He is getting up. I saw him. In this way, we come to know that he's alive. He was drunken, so he fell asleep in that way. So they declared him dead. See the homework for today, children. Why do Jordan take a long time to get to the house of Slatters? What does it show about two sisters' attitude towards each other? Next one. Ben appreciates his father-in-law. It's a good thing he did. Later, he calls him a drunken old man. Why like that? Give me your opinions about his grandfather-in-law. What made Mr. Henry feel shocked to hear, Victoria, are you planning to pinch it? Got it? This finishes the lesson here. Send your homeworks by 5 to 8 in the evening. Be regular. Send your attendance. All the best. Study well. Complete your notes. Complete your FAs. It will give you FA 1 marks. Thank you, children. See you in next class. Assalamu alaikum.